Candy Grand O1682D error E16. Seems to come up within last 20 minutes of the end of a wash. All connections look okay, element meters out at 41 ohms, is this about right? Was also getting E03. Hose is clear and pump turns fine, again near the end of wash. Can override by turning off then on to pump out or rinse and spin, wait for lock to disengage then start, but usually comes up E16. Help.
Hi, my name is XXXXX I look forward to helping you. That error means the pump is not draining as well as it should. There is a filter behind the small door on the LH side of the front panel, at the bottom. Have you cleaned that filter?
I realize E03 is related to the pump and yes, the filter is clean. Relist, incomplete answer. Having been assigned an expert called Daniel and advised I would receive an answer in 13 minutes, I was disappointed to wait over 5 hours only to get a reply from someone else who clearly hadn't read my question thoroughly and provided an insufficient answer. Furthermore, after the advised response time had elapsed, I am then asked to wait or open the question up to all. Not impressed so far. Please review the content of my original question and reply since, and advise accordingly.
Hi, I'm Daniel and I'll be helping you today. I've been repairing white goods for 20+ years. And currently work for a well-known manufacturer. Sorry for the delay. I was offline when you posted the question. Do you still need help on this? If so, have you tested the heater to see if it's down to earth? Regards.
Daniel, the heater is not going down to earth.
Hi, okay, E16 as you have properly worked out is a heating error code. The usually things to fail on this and cause the error code is the heater, wiring or the control board. The heater is usually about 30 ohms, so the 41 ohms you have is about right. So check the wiring on the heater. Give the wires a tug and see if any are broken, as the wires can break in the plastic holder. If the wires are fine, then remove the control board on top and remove it from the plastic casing and check to see if there is a dry joint on the board, as sometimes the heater relay on there can create a dry joint, so a drop of solder cures it. If the board looks okay and the wiring is fine as well, then I'm afraid it's looking like a faulty control board here. Let me know what you find, or if you need any more info, just get back to me. Regards.
Okay, thanks Daniel, that all makes sense as far as the E16 goes, but referring back to my original question, what's your thoughts on the E03 error as well? Are they related, do you think, e.g. the main board, or am I looking at two different faults?
Hi, okay, the E03 is a draining fault. When it comes up E03, is there any water inside the washer or has it drained fully out? Regards.
I'd say there's only about 1/4 to half a pint that drains out of the hose next to filter on the front of machine.
Hi, okay, that's normal as all washers leave water in the pump and sump hose. So as it's draining out okay and coming up E03, then it's possibly the pressure switch not picking up the water has drained out. But the same pressure switch has to be activated for the heater to come on as well. So it possibly the pressure switch or the control board at fault. So the faults may be linked here. If this was a job I was going to, I would first check the board for any burn marks. But I would order both the pressure switch and control board and replace them both. But this can be quite expensive as the boards are about the £100. Regards.
Thanks for that. I'm a farmer with a background in fixing stuff. As it's my machine and not a job, I think I'll check board first, order pressure switch, and go from there if you'd agree with that logic. I haven't looked for a pressure switch yet. Would I be right in assuming it's attached to the pump housing?
Hi, the pressure switch is located at the top. It's a round switch with a few wires on it and a thin hose going to the bottom. It's usually on the right-hand side when you take the top off. So yes, check the board first and just see if there's any blow marks on there. If okay, you can try the pressure switch first, as this is the cheaper part on there. Regards.
Thanks for the location and advice. Glad you agree on logic. Tight farmer. I'll let you know how I get on. Regards. Lee.
Haha, no worries. Fingers crossed it's good news.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.